pair of shoes is literally from the future. This is the Nike Air Max 1000, a fully 3D printed pair of shoes. Well, almost fully 3D printed, but we'll get to that in a second. It also doesn't feel like what you'd expect a 3D printed pair of shoes to feel like. The Nike Air Max 1000 is a collaborative effort between Nike and Zellerfeld, 3D printed in Germany using a technique called FDM printing, where they heat up a plastic and basically layer it until you get a shoe. And what's nuts is that this TPU, or thermoplastic polyurethane, that they use to print the shoe doesn't feel like plastic. It's incredibly soft. They use the same material to print the entire shoe, but they use different infills for different parts, meaning that the top half of the shoe kind of feels like a foam, whereas the bottom half of the shoe, the midsole, is a lot stiffer and feels more like a standard EVA foam. Not only that, but they can print in different textures too, so you can completely change the look of the shoe by just changing the way that the shoe prints. Earlier I mentioned that this shoe isn't entirely 3D printed, and that's because once they print the shoe, they actually pop in a Nike Air unit from Nike, making this truly an official Nike Air Max. I mean, even these 3D speed lines on the side of the shoe mimic the upper paneling on the Nike Air Max 1. And when you throw these on feet, it doesn't make sense how soft these shoes are. You wouldn't expect a 3D printed plastic shoe to feel like actual foam. Speaking of which, if you're looking for a crazy comfortable pair of shoes, my brand Apothecary is actually dropping our own Zellerfeld sneaker on August 29th on apothecary.com. It's incredibly limited, and we're doing an in-store release on August 30th at Takeout NY. A question that I get asked all the time about the Nike Air Max 1000 is, how do they fit? Well, the Air Max 1000s currently only come in full sizes, so like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, etc. And if you are one of those full sizes, I would absolutely recommend going true to size. However, if you are a half size, then go up to the next full size. Two ways you can grab this shoe. The first, if you want the black and Volt pair, which I have right here, you can grab it exclusively on Zellerfeld.com on August 19th. And then the Oat colorway, which is releasing on the same day, August 19th, drops exclusively on the SNKRS app. And both of these pairs are going to retail for $180. But the question is, are you going to try a pair of the upcoming 3D printed Nike Air Max 1000s?